Hi, welcome to the News of the Now. I'm Jane, and I'll be reporting on the forces that are impacting your life. But first, let's presence with a breath, please. So I believe that the body is intelligent and that reality responds by how we engage in this now moment. We are not just watching reality play out. We're actively shaping the world with our thoughts, our words, and our actions. So I'm here as a guide and a mirror, and I work with the 4 foundational frequencies of love, acceptance, compassion, and creativity. These are the living codes that restore coherence to the field of humanity. So this is an invitation for you to remember your unique path in this infinite living web and to truly participate in creation. So, on today's episode, I want to share with you what I've been seeing and how it's relating to the timeline that's playing out now, and then what that means for us as creators. So, I had this vision, I don't even know how many years ago. And I was really just dropping in and connecting with the earth and seeing her timelines of her own life and all the ways that she's changed and morphed and moved around her form and the Terra, the Terra form has just like moved like little puzzles, right? Puzzle pieces. And what I saw was her, this intelligent feminine form of life that's just birthing life all the time, that's alchemizing and decomposing all through the death process all the time, giving us everything we need and more all the time, holding us and nurturing us and reminding us of the cycles of life itself and just all this stuff. And then I saw like a cage overlaid on top of her, a cage that looked like a chain link fence. And this cage would be considered to be like the matrix, the veil, the illusion, the energetic frequency matrix that separates us or makes us feel like we are in fact separate. It's an extractive force. It's literally overlaying and like sucking her energy. We're a part of that. Okay, so like, mind you that all of that we are also. We are so the earth. And so I saw this, and what I then saw was like the earth herself was like, whatever, like it's fine. Have your chain link fence on me. It's fine. I'll be patient. I'll wait for you to take it out yourself. It's fine. And then she's kind of like rolling her eyes, and she's like, oh, okay, like I'm tired of being caged because she goes through her natural evolution, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. And because this fence cage situation has been overlaid, her expansion couldn't really be as big and full as her natural capacity to do. So then I saw this. I saw her being like, okay, y'all, I've been patient, but I'm ready. I'm ready to come out. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to dance. I'm ready to be free. I'm ready to be me. And it was like her eyelashes came on and she got like her like sequins dress on and she got all like Liza Minnelli and she was like, bam! And in that, the cage comes breaking apart and flies off and begins to disintegrate. Meanwhile, back at the ranch of this experience, we as humans are like, what's happening? Because there's some humans that are so like a morning glory interwoven in that chain link fence overlay. They don't even see the true nature right in front of them, right beneath them, all around them. So they're like holding on for dear life to this chain link fence, right? They're like, no, this is the truth. This is the reality. Without it, I'm not safe. Without it, am going to be lost. Without it, I'm confused. Without it, I have no power. Without it, I have no worthiness. Without it, I'm not validated. Without it, who am I? And so many humans are like hanging on for dear life to this fence, overlay, cage, if you will. And so they're like, ugh, and just like intertwined, and so many people are on it and connected and like holding on, that they have other people that they can look at and be like, see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one hanging on, so I'm not just making this shit up, right? Like, it really is so scary. It really is so unsafe. There's going to be nothing for me to hold on to, latch on to, connect with. Then there are some that have been rooting down into the natural frequency, the natural essence, the natural being of Gaia herself. And it's a very deep physical and deep heart and deep mind connection. There's a deep presence. There's a nervous system frequency of like the parasympathetic nervous system is going to be more online. The cage holders are going to be in their sympathetic nervous system. The back of the brain, the reptilian brain, the brain stem is going to be like holding onto the fence. The frontal lobe is like connecting deeper into the earth, because those who are connecting deep into the earth are moving through their own natural cycles of evolution. So they are, in fact, doing their own expansion and contraction, going into the dark night of the soul and like connecting with the heavens and the angels and the star beings and their higher self and really just higher frequencies of consciousness. Them, the God within, the good within, the source within. And when we do that, we see that it is everywhere, and it's beneath our feet, and it's the trees, and it's the clouds, and it's the fish, and it's all the things, right? And so those beings are like, okay, we're doing it too. Because if the earth is going to be doing this massive, like, Shazam, I'm here, I'm back, suckers, the human children, us, will be a part of that as well. What does that even look like? Well, it looks like a few different things, okay? It's going to look like chaos. It's going to look like war. It's going to look like famine. It's going to look like fighting. It's going to look like a whole bunch of like, ugh, and like judgment and fear and so much lack and just complete stagnation. Like, it's literally going to look like a nervous system response of like freeze. We call that stagnation. No creation, just nothing. Just like, I don't know what to do. Just hold on. Contraction. And then it's also going to look like peace. It's going to look like pleasure. It's going to look like connection. It's going to look like community. It's going to look like prosperity and abundance. These will be this is the way in which the things split. The cage holders that are holding on for dear life, which, by the way, have the complete freedom and autonomy to at any point in time let go, surrender, and anchor down into the earthly body and in their higher heart, their spirit, their soul, their God self. And look, lo and behold, they're taken care of. They feel safer. They feel more easy in their body. Their health and vitality comes back online. You know, and it isn't easy, right? Like, cause you got to like deal with the shit of like, I don't have a job. What do I do? And like, whatever that looks like, you know, it's a whole process, right? But that's the split. While this is all happening, like I said something really key here that is going to take us into this next part of what I'm sharing. And it's the people that are like holding on for dear life. That's like kind of in that freeze response. I mean, again, people are also going to be fighting. People are going to try to be fleeing, and they're just going to go from one part of their little chain link fence to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, not seeing that they're all a part of the fence. That's like saying like, I believe this side of the government system, but now, no, it's this side is right. No, this side is right. I'm still fighting about the same one system, right? So in that, what they're doing is they're not actually creating. They're creating energy And the energy that they're creating is the same extractive energy that the overlay fence is sucking out of the earth. They are being sucked from. As each human that's holding on to this overlay for dear life, their energy is being siphoned, and it's siphoned through their physical body because they're not actually in touch with it. They're completely dissociated, or they're only in it for a limited time only before they start drinking, before they start doing the drugs, before they start whacking off to, some porn that they're dealing with, because they haven't actually tapped into the deep pleasure of the human form. And there's also the distraction piece, the ones that are like, let me scroll for days, let me watch the news again and again and again, right? So that's a distraction. That's an extraction of our energy, because we're not embodied. We're not feeling the life of it all. So they are literally being extracted from, and they don't even know it. In fact, they're fighting about it. They're fighting the people that aren't even attached to the fence, because the people that aren't attached to the fence are living. And so they're regenerating their energy. They're not just consuming. They're actually producing an energy. The energy that humans produce when they're connected to their earthly body, the earth form, their high heart, their frontal lobe, it's this trifecta. When we do that, we emanate out the energy. We become the little baby kids on this big Mother Earth that are each our own Liza Minnelli, just and like creating joy. We're creating gratitude. We're creating peace. We're creating alignment. We're creating new ideas. We're creating fun. We're creating laughter. We are creating because we're creators. Look back at the previous episode about AI outsourcing this. This moves into this. See, there's an order to how all this is coming out. I'm excited. Anyway, so this is what's happening. Liza Minnelli version of the earth is pushing off this field that's been overlaid upon her, because she is a bigger being. She is the great mother. She is the heart of the universe. She is the birther of life. She is the taker of life. She is the supreme form. She is us. We are her. When we remember that, the power that we become is amazing. Amazing. So this is what's happening in the now. This is the timeline that we're in, where this great fence is being completely broken apart. It's like those, was it Tinker Toys or Lincoln Logs? It wasn't Lincoln Logs, maybe Tinker Toys. They were like sticks, and they go into the wheel spoke things, and you make the things. It's like that was laid over the earth, and it's not just gonna like poof overnight, go away. Even though I gotta say this, it can. I'm not saying it's going to take a long time, or it's going to take this amount of time or that amount of time, because it's all happening now. It's already happened. We live in an eternal now. We're just experiencing it in linear ways to make sense of the story of this life that we're living. So we don't have to make it go away. We don't have to go up to this fence and start trying to like unbolt and unscrew and take a hammer and try to knock that shit down. We don't have to do that, because you know what we do? We anchor deep into the earth, into our soul, into our higher mind, into great spirit, into the form of it all, the feeling of it all. When we do that, we join the forces of the earth, and our being nature is what takes that fence down. It literally makes it dissolve. It makes it annihilate. It alchemizes it. It makes it change form. The form that it turns into is a different frequency, because everything is a frequency, energy, consciousness. So that's been like, it's almost like we have FM here and FM here, and somebody put like AM radio, where it's like, you can't communicate with up here, right? And people are like hanging on like, this is the only radio ever. But once these stations get going and thumping and bumping, and we got a new harmonic, and we're all like dancing and grooving together in our own little beat, then our harmonic matches this harmonic, and it starts to merge with that fence situation, and that just starts to move into this new pattern of energy. It's such an exciting time to be alive. It is such an exciting time to be alive. This is where we get to elicit our gift of free will. Do we choose to hold on to this fence? We can. You can. Free will. You can do it for the rest of your lives. You can do it over and over and over and over again. Because what happens when we're hanging on to this shit, we create karmic loops. So basically, we can be reborn, reincarnate, whatever. And this could just be like day after day after day, that you just recreate the same karmic shit pattern that you were like, this sucks, but I'm too afraid to let go. I don't know how to get in my body. I've been told that my body is wrong and I should be ashamed of it. I've been told that my body is perfect exactly as it is and God is outside of me. So there's nothing to do in my body other than wait until I die to get to God. These are karmic loops. So basically we go from like one monkey bar to the next monkey bar. We're never really free of it totally. But once we are free of it totally and we land on the earth, it might hurt. It'll shake up our root because we might land on our ass. But that root, the Muladhara, is what literally connects us into the safety of the earth and our body from this higher energetic spiritual nature of knowing. So this free will, yay. 2, this can happen overnight. Everything is quantum. There is no time. It's all nows. Time is merely an expression from 2 experiences, point A to point B. We put time here so that we have a story to tell. It's the cycle, it's the sun, it's the moon, it's the sunrise, sunset, 2 experiences, times in between them, yay. It's still just happening now. We can only experience a now in the now and the now and the now and the now forever. This is the eternal now. That's why I named my church the Eternal Now. Ta-da! Anyway, so it can happen immediately. It can happen in the blink of an eye. It can happen overnight. And it can also take forever. And it's based on each individual. So you might be experiencing or about to experience the time of your life where you see the grass growing and the colors of the greens and the different plants. The sound of all the birds chirping, the way the sky goes from the different shades of blue to the darkest shades of night. And you might bask in every now moment at the gift of all of this. And you watch how the leaves drop, the trees drop their leaves and remind you of the last Shazam before death. But the death isn't really death, it's just the decomposition that brings more life in the next now. So let us all give grace to wherever we are. How deeply rooted are we in and with the earth, in and with our body, in and with our soul, in and with Great Spirit, the God beyond, the God within, the God that is, all that is, and giving grace for those who are not, because it doesn't matter, because it's happening either way. The more people that maybe look at this, watch this, and are like, oh, what? That resonates as a truth. Fuck this. I'm letting go. And I'm going to trust in the unknown. I'm going to trust in the great mystery. I'm going to trust in community. I'm going to trust in myself. I'm going to trust in strangers. I'm going to trust. And maybe I've never done it before, but fuck it. Why not? I'm going to try. And then we become the main character. We take center stage. We have the debonair outfit and the flashy gown and the eyelashes and the coiffed hair and the cummerbund and the whatever tap shoes, and we are just dancing so free. Because that's what we're made to do. But there's steps and there are processes. Because once we let go, then we learn about ourselves, because then we're left with our body. So we learn, oh shit, my nervous system has been hijacked for my entire life. I don't know what to do with this. So then you support your nervous system. You work on that. First and foremost, you get back in your body. You learn what self-abandonment is, and you stop doing that. You learn how to still your mind. You learn how to meditate. You drop deeper into prayer practices and spiritual practices. You connect with the earth, you get your feet on the earth. All these things that will support you as the human that's no longer attached to this chain link fence that has been overlaid for who knows how many, what we call years, decades, whatever, millennia. I've been very excited to share this transmission, and I'm so glad that it came out in the energy that I'm feeling in this right now. So I hope that it has landed for you in a way that reflects hope, validation, confirmation, eagerness, enthusiasm, surrender, acceptance, creative spark, inspiration. If so, please share this. Pass this forward. When I say that things are going to be making change as a grassroots kind of a thing, it literally is. We will be replacing the manicured lawns with grassroots connected communities all over the globe. The earth, the plane, whatever shape you feel it to be. We get to come online and come alive together. That is salvation. So I believe that's what I wanted to share. So thank you for tuning into this transmission of the Eternal Now. I want to leave you with a reminder, and it's that God, Source, the Almighty Good, is here, and you are a part of it. So take that with you. Until next time, I'll see you on another Now. Ciao.